Okay, now this morning we're going to deal with John the Baptizer real quick. It's going to be a short video, and I just want to deal with specifics. I don't want to make it elaborate. I just want those who understand truth to accept the truth. This is something that we Americans would wear. That's a leather jacket. Okay, okay. Since we want to be modern and fresh and new, right? And here go a camel. For those who need to know what a camel is, this is a camel. Camel's hair. You see it? This is a camel. Okay. Just in case. Just in case. This is John the Baptizer in his camel attire. Okay? In the water without the brothering. Doing things on his own like a renegade. This new thing that's going on that was never done prior, because we don't see it anywhere written in the righteous writings. Okay? There is a such thing as a book of remembrance, and we should be remembering what our foreparents did and what Yahuwah instructed, and not make up new things and accept new things. Check this one out. It's just girly all the way. Look at that. Man. Look at this dude. He's laughing about the whole matter. Yeah, those Romans, those Japhets, those who really don't even care about Yahuwah is really playing us like suckers. Some of this stuff is just straight what it is. So here you have again camels. Okay. Nomad outfits, whereabouts. Okay. These are camels. I know you're saying, we know what camels are. Okay, good. Let's move to what Yahuwah says. Yahuwah says, and this is very important for you to understand what he says. And then once you understand what he says, you have to conclude that what he said is what he said and not what you say. And what he says is above what you say, what anyone else says. You have to establish who's the truth giver. Either Yahuwah's the truth giver or you're the truth giver. Either Yahuwah's way is the way or your new way is the way. Can't have it both ways. You just can't. That would be that's mere foolishness. Okay. Now Yahuwah spoke to Moshe. This is Leviticus chapter 11. And Aaron, saying to them, speak to the children of OfYaShar'al, saying, or Israel, saying, these are the animals which you may eat among all the animals that are on the earth. Let me skip down. Right here it says, nevertheless, these you shall not eat. That's what I want to focus on. Nevertheless, these you shall not, leaders, you hear me right, leaders, not eat among those that chew the cud, or those that have cloven hooves. The camel. Amazingly, this is the first mammal that's told to us not to eat but let's move forward. Let's go down even further. Part D. Their flesh you shall not eat. Their carcass you shall not touch. Their flesh you shall not eat. Their carcass you cannot touch. This is the same thing I was telling this sister about the honeybee. Their flesh you cannot eat, neither. Even the substance that they make you can't. If you can't touch a bee, you can't eat what the bee make. But I had to lead sister along because she was quite rebellious. If you can say, yes, I can touch a bee, I can't. Well, if you say I cannot touch a bee and you agree to that, then you turn around but say the bee property is so healthy. That's because you're carnal minded, and Yahuwah gonna burn you with his flaming fierceness. Okay. Their flesh you shall not eat. Their carcass you shall not touch. So if you can't touch the carcass of this animal, how in the world are you gonna wear it? That means you touched it, right? You know you can't eat it right now. We here in these Americas won't eat it anyway, probably. But he says it goes beyond not just being able to eat it. Don't touch it. How in the world did this This last supposed prophet of the Old Testament, some say, and the first new prophet of the New Testament, that has nothing to do with the Tanakh, the book of remembrance. It has nothing to do. Those two books don't even belong together. That New Testament is the Cretans book. It's the Christians book. Let's just call it what it is. So here you have this so-called prophet that goes before JC Yahushua. Shouldn't this prophet be clean? Shouldn't this prophet be obeying the Most High? Shouldn't this prophet know the law? Shouldn't this prophet obey the law? Just because there's a new modern thing going on, supposedly, just like, you know, these bishops over here that was on late night news talking about wearing blended garments is a joke. And I'm thinking, no, that's Yahuwah's way. He wants us to wear pure garments, and that's just his way. You may not understand his way. You may think his way is just unnecessary, but that's Yahuwah. Okay? And a lot of you are doing that. You're trying to rationalize what Yahuwah has already established, and you're definitely not going to ever get it. The main thing I just definitely want to focus on the fact is that Yahuwah tells us don't eat these characters. Don't touch these characters, and yet people still don't get it. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Even in Genesis 7:2 and 8:20, Bereshit tells us that Yahuwah has always had rules for our people. Okay? So of course the Gentiles not going to accept it because they're not his chosen people. But we as his chosen people should be willing and able to accept his truth. Here you can pause the screen. You can see what immersion and baptize means and all that. And it talks about it's a pretty much a Christian thing. You know, we all into it. Then you can pause the screen here and read the Greek world, the pre-Christian religion, and Judaism. And it's just sad how some of these folks suppose that you can just disregard Yahuwah. So let's listen to this video here right quick. Let me see. Let me move forward in the video a little bit, and then I'm on. There you go.
Germane to this whole quest, and it's obvious that whoever was creating the Christian effort wanted to incorporate this very important cultus of Juanes the Baptizer, or the Purifier, or Anubis the Purifier, and you find actually, here we go with the different cultural manifestations of the same concept. We have this Anubis the Purifier in Egypt, who anoints Osiris, and actually in essence giving him eternal life in almost exactly the same way as Jesus is anointed by John the Baptist. And of course, this again, the focus on John the Baptist in the Gospel of John is indicative again of its pandering or playing to the Egyptian audience in that regard, because Anubis, the Purifier, was huge. Of course, because everybody dies. Anubis is the god of the transition between life and death, and he purifies the Osiris, the dead person, to move on to eternal life. And what may not be realized is that at the time when that story was, or at the time when Christianity was being created, the Egyptian gods, a number of them, Osiris, Horus, Isis, and Anubis, were hugely important around the Mediterranean. Isis was like the goddess, you know, she was, we had all these great Greek goddesses as well, and the Roman ones, but Isis was quite dominant at that time, and her sidekick is Anubis. So it's not like this was some obscure figure, this Anubis the Purifier.
Thanks for watching my video. If the truth has resounded within you, click on more of my videos to hear the truth. The truth makes us free from any lie that has been established from of old.